And I just want to talk about. Let me pause it. Let me pause it right now. I just want to talk about Project Scorpio and all the BS that's surrounding right now. Um, how can I say this lightly? Okay, Project Scorpio is going to be Xbox's new console, 4K content, everything. 4K, 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 4K. And it's just getting tiring. Not tiring, it's just everybody's focusing on resolution, and let me turn down the volume because I can't hear myself talk. Everybody is talking about Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. And what about the frame rates? What about the like 10? Because we know that in RX 480 you can do 1080p 60 frames per second easily on Ultra. It can do that, but I think Microsoft is shooting themselves in the foot with this 4K shit, just like Sony is right now. And okay, what are the things that Project Scorpio can do in order to basically win back its people that it's lost to
Any
PS4?
family involved in the First Contact War?
How could this topic possibly help?
And
It's small talk.
Small talk is nice weather, not did your elder shoot my
and
grandpa?
it's just, yeah, I'm just thinking right now, just the different things that could be said and the different things that can be done in order to get back in order for Xbox to reach its foothold it had during the 360 area. Like, like, Xbox, what did Xbox 360 do? It had the games. It had the better quality games. It had the better anything better online, better third party titles and better first party support compared to the PS4. And it's been I'm just reading right here different articles. Like on Thursday we're gonna find out why all the BS is. And I'm not I'm not I'm not open. I'm not my mind is not closed to the idea of buying a new fucking console. Like I bought a PS4 Pro because I had a 4K TV. But like, what's the difference? Like, what games are going to be the difference? Is 4K at 30? What's the difference between 4K 30 and 4K checkerboard? Digital Foundry said it's not all that different, and I'm not a technical expert, so I wouldn't know. I'm not measuring all these pixels, so I wouldn't know. I'm speaking from a place of ignorance. But what things could a PS4 like the Xbox achieve in order for them like to be successful? Like they're successful, but they're getting their teeth kicked in by the competition, and it's just sad. It's just sad for me because yeah, I want to play Halo. I wanted to play Gears of War 4. I did. I bought an Xbox for it, but those games were not. I don't consider those games Gears of War. I don't consider that Halo a Halo game because I know what Microsoft is doing. I know what they wanted to do. They want to implement their fucking cards microtransaction system, like Hearts of Stone or whatever the fuck card game that people play on PC. They want that. They want the microtransaction Candy Crush playing type of shit. And I just don't want that. That's why I play single player games, and that's why I only play RPGs, because I'm just done with the multiplayer bullshit microtransaction fest. Because back in the day, back in the 360 days, yeah, we had to pay for map packs, but we didn't have to pay for cosmetic items $40 or some shit like that. We didn't have to pay for loot crates, and fuck Total Biscuit for defending that type of shit. Fuck him, like, yeah, just fuck Total Biscuit, like, for him defending its only cosmetic in Overwatch because it's a PC and a Blizzard title. That's the only reason why he's defending it, but Anyway, enough of that. But yeah, Project Scorpio. Like, what things can be done in order for me, and a former Xbox owner, who saw the bullshit that was 2013 E3, and switch over, no, not even switch over, to buy one and buy their games on that platform. Because I can get Red Dead on the PS4 Pro. Yeah, it's not gonna run 4K, but it's gonna run close to that. And I can get what's it called? Middle Earth Shadow of War. I can get that. That's gonna be on the PS4, but it's not gonna be running at 4K. It's gonna be running near that, but it's not gonna be running at 4K. But the Scorpio will. But I already have a thing that can run near the performance of the Scorpio. Why would I trade in my PS4 Pro for a Scorpio? Like, what titles are there going to be? Is there going to be Persona 5 on there? Is there Horizon Zero Dawn on there? Is there, is there, what's it called? Neo on there? Is there Uncharted on there? Is The Last of Us 2 going to be on there? Like, where are these games that Microsoft has? Like, I remember back in the OG, like, none of these frauds have done playing split screen Halo, the first Halo, with my friends, and I didn't have the money to own a console back then. But my friend, his dad worked at a pawn shop, and he got consoles super cheap. So I went over to him, and we played Halo, and it blew my mind. Like, that was the first person shooter I ever played. And split screen Halo 2, that was my game. That was my shit back in the day. I never played Knights of the Royal Republic, but I wish I did. But I think I dodged a bullet with that one. But okay, back when I was a little tyke, I had a PS2, and I didn't play the exclusives. I could give I could give two shits about the exclusives. I you know what I played on my PS2? San Andreas, fucking the Budokai series, these RPG series, like all these games, like all these RPGs. I think that's all I played back in the day. Just the Budokai series and what's it called? And and just Grand Theft Auto. That's all I played as a little kid. I couldn't afford any more games. And I didn't know the exclusives back then. Like, I saw Sly Cooper. He's like, who the fuck wants to play as a fucking raccoon? But yeah. Shout out to the one person watching right now. I'm just talking about like what Project Scorpio needs to be, and like I'm just geared up for the disappointment. Like, it's gonna do 4K, it's gonna do all these shits, and I was talking about like why I bought this console and the consoles over the time. Like, I just got done explaining why I wish I had an Xbox OG, like the original Xbox, um, back in the day, and I had a PS2 but never played the exclusives. The 360, yeah, that was awesome. Back in the golden days of Halo 3, I bought Halo 3, and oh my god, that was phenomenal. That game was absolutely amazing. And and I bought a 360 because it was cheap. And not because of the exclusives, because it was cheap. And granted, Microsoft nickel and dimed us for like, remember the wireless adapter that we had to buy for the 360? Remember the extra peripheral thing just to play Blu-rays? Yeah, you guys don't remember that shit because fanboys forget about that shit. But they cut corners in order to keep the console cheap, just like with the PS4 Pro. And I'm just thinking to myself, they gotta have the Project Scorpio's price has to be $399, no less, no more. $399. That's the magic. If it's more than that, don't even bother. Wait for Black Friday next year. Uh, buy yourself if you have a PS4, buy yourself a 4K TV or buy you some games because this is how I see it. I have a PS4 Pro. It can do 4K. It can do close to 4K. If I wanted 4K, if I wanted a power machine, I would have gone a PC, but I don't want a PC. And Project Scorpio, is just a niche title. It's just a niche console for people that, for the fanboys that have been crying to Uncle Phil that just say, hey, why are these games not as good as the PS4 original? Like, and it's just a, I think this is just an apology console, like, just to show the mass casuals, hey, our games can run just as good or even better than the PS4's games. And I'm thinking like that one guy, if you watch Weapon Wheel podcast, that one guy, Deeb, he was spouting all type of nonsense. Like these guys, like I'm not gonna get into the analytics, but he was like a technical. Everybody's a technical expert now. Everybody's a fucking PC master, uh, tech spec, compute analyst, algebra based, calculus based. It's just I'm not gonna be even pretend to know what the Scorpio is gonna do, but I think I can give a rough reference just by looking at actual professionals, like taking information from actual experts like Digital Foundry. Like Digital Foundry, they ran a Core i7 which cost $300 with a RX 480 which costs another $200. So that's $500 right there. And it couldn't do the Division at 1080p ultra. It can do it at 50 frames per second ultra, but you have to turn down shit in order to get the frame rate. And you know these consoles are not known to hold that frame rate. It's not known to hold that fucking bullshit. And if they, I'm guarantee they're not using Ryzen. Guarantee they're not using Vega, because this console was in 3 years in development, and the Ryzen just came out. The new AMD chips, 8 CPUs, and yeah, it's not using that. It's probably using Polaris. Probably using an updated version of Polaris, and it's probably going to use an updated version of DDR5 RAM, GDDR5 RAM, which is going to help it a little. I think I don't even know. But here's my problem. Digital Foundry did an analytic video of Forza Horizon, I think Forza Horizon 3, and it was barely doing 60 frames per second ultra on a Core i7. And these these fanatics think that that's gonna be enough. 464 teraflops is gonna be enough. AMD, no less, is gonna be enough to do 4K 60 uncompromised. Yeah, I can see titles like Cuphead running at 4K 60, but Red Dead Redemption, no way, Jose. I would eat a shit sandwich before I saw that. I put my foot in my mouth if that were to happen. But this Thursday, I'm just geared up for some disappointment from both the Sony fans and the Xbox fans, because it's just gonna be fucking torture in Twitter. It's gonna be torture in just any social media, because this console, who wants this console? Hardcore gamers, the hardcore Xbox fanatic. How many of those are there left? Because I was once one of those. I was a fucking hardcore buy American for American Xbox 360 fanboy. But I grew up and I realized, okay, I want to go where the games are. And right now the games are on PS4. And the better exclusives are on PS4. Whether you like to see it as exclusives or not, but yeah, the better exclusives are on PS4 right now. And no amount of 6 teraflops is going to change it. It's going to change what's it called, the third party. Hell yeah, it's going to change the third party. But this is not going to change the 50 million gap, 60 million gap that PS4 has over the Xbox. Because this generation is done. This generation is kaput. And this is just Microsoft trying to get a leg up on the competition. But as soon as PlayStation 5 arrives, Um, it's just gonna be, murder. It's just gonna be the same spot as we started, because the PS5 is just gonna be a lot stronger than the Scorpio. And if Microsoft decides to do this annually, every 3 years, new console bullshit, people are gonna be mad. People are gonna get mad. But shit, what else can I add about this bullshit that these fanatics are doing? No shit, Hard Eight's doing a video? Well, I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I wanted to say. Like, keep an open mind. See what the specs are going to be. See what the hell Microsoft is going to do. Because as of right now, I really don't want to play Crackdown. I really don't want to play Sea of Garbage or Sea of Thieves. I really don't want to play fucking butt pirate shit. I really don't want to play a fucking cartoon. And the bad one, like I'm gonna play Persona. That's a cartoon game I wanna play, but anime game. I really don't want to play fucking Voodoo Vince, whatever the fuck that is. Um, uh, I just want Halo to be what it was. That's all I want. And if if they implement that fucking rec card pack shit in Halo 6, that's it. I'm just done with Xbox. I'm just done with them, period. I'm not gonna get their shit. I'm not gonna buy their shit. I'm not even gonna support their shit no more. Because they burned me on Halo 5. They burned me at Gears of War 6. I paid $100 to play Gears of War 4 early access, and I'm just... that pissed me off. Not because of I paid $100 because of... it was just... compared to the other Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, Gears of War 4, it was an absolute disappointment. Story-wise and gameplay-wise. And I can see what Microsoft is trying to do with the multiplayer. The multiplayer is not what it used to be. But that ends my little spiel about this. I hope you guys have a good day, and yeah, I hope I hope Thursday is good for you guys, you Xbox fanatics, because yeah, get ready for some disappointment.